A Hero's Journey with Dr. D presents What's Something People Don't Know About Shame? Shame. It's a word that whispers in the shadows, a heavy cloak we wear in the depths of our being. Shame tells us we are not enough, that we are flawed, unworthy of love and belonging. It thrives in silence, feeding on our deepest insecurities and fears. The effects of shame are insidious, seeping into every corner of our lives. It can manifest as crippling self-doubt, a fear of vulnerability, and a constant need for external validation. Shame isolates us, building walls of fear that prevent us from forming genuine connections. We may find ourselves shrinking back from opportunities, afraid to shine our light for fear of judgment. Shame tells us to play small, to stay hidden, to never believe in our own worthiness. But we are worthy, and we are not alone in this struggle. Trauma and shame are often intertwined, leaving deep wounds that can shape our lives in profound ways. When we experience trauma, whether it's a single event or ongoing adversity, shame can take root in the fertile ground of our pain. We may blame ourselves for what happened, believing that we were somehow at fault or deserving of the pain we endured. This self-blame can become a heavy burden, weighing us down with guilt and unworthiness. Trauma can also leave us feeling exposed and vulnerable, as if the world can see our pain and judge us for it. This fear of judgment can lead to further isolation and shame, perpetuating a vicious cycle. Recognizing shame's grip on our lives is the first step towards healing. Shame can manifest in subtle ways, often disguised as other emotions like anger, anxiety, or perfectionism. We may find ourselves constantly comparing ourselves to others, feeling envious of their successes, or judging ourselves harshly for our perceived failures. Shame can also lead to people-pleasing behaviors as we desperately seek validation and approval from others to quiet the inner critic that tells us we are not enough. It's important to remember that we are not our thoughts and feelings. Shame is a feeling, and like all feelings, it will pass. Breaking free from shame is a journey of courage and self-compassion. It requires us to confront our deepest fears, challenge the negative beliefs we hold about ourselves, and embrace our authentic selves with all our imperfections. One of the most powerful ways to overcome shame is through vulnerability. Sharing our stories with trusted individuals who respond with empathy and understanding can help us to realize that we are not alone in our struggles. Practicing self-compassion is also essential. This means treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a loved one who is struggling.